Here, I don't know the exact percentage, but it is way down. We've had good luck with that.
Our fire department is a little different. We have about a 30-member, all completely volunteer. No member of the department gets any pay whatsoever. We've just began upgrading it. We're talking of extending their fire district by a 5-mile radius. Just yesterday, we got them a 5,000-gallon tanker truck through the forestry division.
We're going to build probably a $250,000 station over on our new road, over on 15, and we're going to be leaving here. So that's something that we've been pushing for the last 10 years hard. The women's clubs helped us greatly, and we've had a lot of local support from the citizens. They're all for it. We have a junk car program going within the county, and for every junk car that we get from the private landowner, then a certain percentage of the money, which is made when we go and pick these up, when we sell them, then we get 70% of that money. 30% of it, of course, goes back to the state for them coming in and doing all this, but the Women's Club and the fire department have sponsored it, and we seem to be doing pretty good with it.
You know, there's nothing like a good, cool pool on a hot, humid day. We'll see how many Breathitt Countyans cool off when Kentucky Life continues.
Ford, Mercury, Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, Ford trucks, and Dodge trucks. That's quite an automotive family, but you'll find them all at Booz Jones in Beattyville. Booz Jones Ford sells all the best, and Booz Jones Ford has been servicing what they sell since 1921. So you know if you have a problem, there will be a qualified service professional standing by to find the solution. For your new or used car or truck, see Booz Jones or Don Begley at Booz Jones Ford. Good financing is still available at Booz Jones Ford, Beattyville.
Value City Furniture is breaking the price barrier again with guaranteed lowest prices. Like this pub-back sofa, not $600, on sale for $298. Or this luxurious contemporary sofa, not $800, on sale for $398. Price barriers are breaking now on famous Cradler touch and handle rocker recliners with lifetime warranty mechanism, not $600. Your choice on sale for $298 each. Apply now for your Value City Furniture credit card. You may get $1,500 instant credit with no money down.
When you visit the picturesque mountains of southeastern Kentucky, make your overnight stay at Jackson Inn. On the banks of scenic Panbowl Lake, Jackson Inn offers spotless accommodations for you and your family. And Jackson Inn rates help you stretch your budget and your vacation, as low as $28.35 for a single. Visit Kentucky's parklands and park at Day's End in Jackson, convenient to Natural Bridge, Buckhorn State Park, and beautiful southeastern Kentucky. On Highway 15 in Jackson.
Right near downtown Jackson is the city pool. On hot days, we discovered where to find a large group of people out cooling off. The pool is open daily, and its attendance is getting higher and higher as the summer gets hotter and hotter. We met up with a group of skiing enthusiasts at nearby Buckhorn Lake, who have found their favorite way of cooling off in the summer heat.
The lake is located above the North Fork River, which flows through Jackson in Breathitt County. Breathitt County is a very short distance from this body of water where we're located right now. So most people in Jackson have an opportunity to come to this lake, or if they want to travel to a further distance, can go to other lakes. This is the closest lake for boating, and we do have a lot of boating enthusiasts in Breathitt County. Jason Hubbard, who's my nephew, he's been over here since he was 4 or 5 years old, and he's been barefooting for a couple of years, and he just continually tries new challenges, and he's going to be a real good skier. He already is a good skier. His brother, Judd Hubbard, is a real hot dogger, as you probably watched him skiing there, so he's always willing to try new things. He barefooted last year for the first time. He's real pleased with himself, and I think today maybe there's a few sticks in the water. Maybe he wants to stick to his specialty, which is slalom skiing. And my father is an old-timer over here. He's been skiing here for, well, I guess since 1962, and he's kind of pioneered a lot. He's kind of taught us what we really know. He started teaching us to barefoot back in the late 60s, and I've always tried to encourage him to step off and try, but he keeps saying that he's got too much responsibility. He don't want to do it. But like I say, not only our family, there's a lot of good skiers on this lake. The Rose family, the Duff family. There's just a lot of people over here that really go after the skiing, go after it seriously, and just have a lot of fun with it.
Chances are, if you've been through Breathitt County or anywhere through the eastern half of this country, you may have seen this truck and wondered a little bit about it. It belongs to Mr. O.V. Watts here in Breathitt County, and this is an award-winning truck as well as just simply looking good. Tell us a little bit about this truck, a little bit about its history.
Well, the truck used to be a work truck, used to have a coal truck, and used to haul tars with this truck to the coal truck when it broke down in other parts. And then...
Didn't always look this good.
No. And then we just got started working on it and finally got to where we couldn't drive it. And we showed it about 3 years ago. And I guess we got the fever and said we want to go all the way, so we took the truck completely apart. Everything on it's been disassembled and went all the way with it, I guess you'd say.
One thing I want to ask you about is the shininess of this paint. I take it there's more than 1 or 2 coats on here and more than a few coats of wax?
Yeah, there's a total of 65 gallons, including thinners and all, of paint on the truck. And it gets waxed once a week.
Once a week. You keep it covered, I take it, to keep the dust off of it?
Yeah, you just about have to.
Okay, where will we be seeing the truck next? You have any plans coming up here in the near future?
The next show will be Ocean City, Maryland, and 29th through the July the 5th. 29th of June.
And do you spend most of your time showing the truck now and working on it?
Well, we've been home for about 3 weeks, but before that, we was on the road just about all the time.
Well, we wish you luck in the next show.
Okay, thank you.
Chances are, if you're a clogging enthusiast, you've probably heard of the Deep South Cloggers, and their home base is none other than Breathitt County.
Well, we're the Deep South Cloggers, and we got started about 5 years ago. Daryl Rogers, a man from Stanton, Kentucky, who's a 3-time world champion clogger, came up here and started giving lessons several years ago, and we've just been clogging ever since. We had several groups that started out with Daryl, and they started out with about 40 kids in them, and then it just kind of dwindled down to the 4 of us. We visited several World's Fairs and performed, and we attend the Governor's Derby Breakfast every year. We danced there for about 3 years, and we made a trip to Mexico, which
the Breathitt County Extension Office has a home economics department that stays very active.
The girls are here. They're all good friends, and this is a project that started last year with Misty, and Misty's right back here behind me, and she is the only one of this group that has been sewing for 2 years. And this will be her second project. The rest of the girls are just beginners, and they're doing their very first project. Some of them are doing aprons, some of them are doing a little A-line skirt that's just gathered onto an elastic waistband, and then Misty is doing a top and pants. We've had an increase in the homemakers clubs here in Breathitt County since I started work 8 years ago. We had 50 members, and at this time we have a little over 200. So we have had some positive input, and we do have some growth.
Craft making is a very important income for many Breathitt Countyans. You'll find the quality of the work and the detail well worth stopping by. Here at Southern Art Craft, we found the work very pleasing to the eye and to the pocket as well. There are many homemakers who turn their creativity into profit. We spoke with Nanny Spicer, whose quality work is recognized from Breathitt County to the home of Lady Bird Johnson, who purchased one of Mrs. Spicer's beautiful quilts on a past visit to the county.
I always sew my quilts and put it into something other else, or something to eat or something to wear, or maybe material to make another quilt. Now, different things, you know.
Some of Nanny Spicer's quilts have probably been seen at one time or another at the Moore's Fork Craft Center, where Appalachian crafts are sold and distributed.
It started with just a few women that could make things, and there was so many women that did such beautiful quilting, yet nobody all from here ever got to see them. And my husband's president of the Moore's Fork Craft Association, and he, with everybody else on the creek, decided that it would be nice for the community if they would all get together and share these beautiful things that they made with the rest of the country.
From what I've seen so far, I'd say it's very important. It's a pretty good supplement to most of the people's income around here. financially, and also it gives them something they're real proud of. The crafts are well made, they're well done, and they should have a lot of pride in what they do. And it keeps up the native craftsmanship that's been here, and it's been dying down a little bit, and it really helps to keep up that part of the Appalachian history.
Well, you have to be from Eastern Kentucky, and you just bring your crafts in. We have a quality control group that okays it, and then we just take it and sell it. It's kind of the old mountain crafts that they're more interested in, like the basket, the quilting, and the corn shuck flower making and stuff.
The people will come in and drop off their crafts, and we do it on a consignment basis, which means they're paid when their craft is sold. They're paid 80%, and 20% goes back into the project. And as far as the supplies, if the quilters need any supplies, we have a supply room with the material and whatnot, and some of the wood supplies. They can come in, they can get the supplies, and they don't have to pay their money outright for that. They can come in and get it, and we take it out of their paycheck, which means they have no loss of money there, which is a real plus.
Well, it's extra money for one thing. Everybody benefits from it. I mean, of summer, they have the fair. A lot of people from out of state come in. A lot of people benefit from it.
Well, we've got pine cone wreaths and quilt making and weaving and wooden. My husband does wooden, turns wood on a wood lathe and makes real pretty things. And even some of the younger children are getting involved in making things and learning how to do crafts. And dolls and just you name it. Our shop is just full, packed full right now. We even have our craft people off on a 3-week festival selling campaign, and they load up, and usually it looks pretty empty, but I notice we still have plenty, so we really have anything you want.
Well, I got started in it because I got sick and I could do this at home and couldn't work. And my mother, she was into weaving, and she taught it to me, and I started doing it for the crafts, and I do it for I like it, then I do it for the income. It's an income for me. Well, I'm the one that's 3 generations. My mother, she taught me and my daughter. She's 16, and she weaves a little hand towel, a small loom. She's got a small loom. I have one at home. It belongs to the craft project. They let me use it, and I didn't have to buy one that way. And I, working with the crafts.
We try never to have more than one of the same thing. One person, we don't try to compete against one another. Like if one man is turning candlesticks and holders, then another man will make something else. And the same with the women. They never, there's no competition, and everybody gets along real good, and it's fun too. Besides making money, it's fun.
In a second, we'll take a look at a senior citizen center that means more than just a hot meal when we continue our look at life in Breathitt County. Famous Lazy Boy furniture has just arrived exclusively at McGee's Furniture Gallery. See the large new selection soon. Lazy Boy Motion modular units. You and McGee's can style several room arrangements. Lazy Boy sleep sofas. McGee's price will be comfortable too. Classic Lazy Boy recliners. Now they're available only at McGee's. And for Lazy Boy swivel rockers are the most comfortable chairs ever.
And it's for lazy girls too.
McGee's Furniture Gallery, across College Avenue from the courthouse in downtown Jackson.
When friends and family become your most precious gifts, because their concern is genuine, their care sincere, and their sympathy comes from the heart. In trying times, when comfort is priceless, 2 generations of the Fletcher family will be there.
Banking with pride. The First National Bank of Jackson continues today in the proud tradition it established in 1909. That's a heritage spanning over 75 years of service to Breathitt and surrounding counties, helping you grow, staying involved in the community, and supporting Lee's College. Proudly remaining one of the outstanding banks in the United States as rated by professionals in the field. The First National Bank of Jackson is proud to do business with you.
The Breathitt County Senior Citizen Center brings senior citizens from all over the area to a common recreation center. For some, it's a daily trip to town. For others, it's a special weekly visit to enjoy a mean hand of rook.
Breathitt County Senior Citizens was started in 1973. We had some women that worked on the program for about 2 years before we were founded. And for 6 years, we operated out of one room in the courthouse in Jackson Courthouse, Breathitt County Courthouse. Then, in 1979, we have this beautiful building completed, and we moved down here. And in the fall of that year, the Breathitt County nutrition program moved in with us, and they feed the people. And we send out our buses. We have 2 buses that go all over the county, and they don't go over the county the same place every day because the county is so big, but we have different routes, and that we bring them in at least 2 days a week and take them home, and they eat for dinner and we take them home. Some woman told me this morning how important it was to her. I would like for you to know, just know how important they think it is, because it gets them out of their homes and they associate with other people. And we've had people who say that it's kept them out of the bed to have the senior citizens to come to.
We do our best to see that each new person that come in are introduced to the people. We usually get up and before lunch and ask if we have any new people, and we have them introduced. We make them welcome, so they'll come back.
Breathitt County has taken a huge step in preserving its remarkable history with its public museum located on the top floor of the Senior Citizen Center.
We're in the Breathitt County Museum, and we're mighty proud here in Breathitt County to have such a facility. Well, it shows the beginning of how we began, you know, the pioneers coming into this county, and as you can see, different areas, different years in the past of different things that we've had, like a huge timber boom we had in the early 1900s. We've had always cold. We've had a whole lot of poverty and a whole lot of hard work. And this is with showing all these tools, like it shows what our grandfathers did do and how they got a living, you know, from the sweat of their brow. So this is one way to preserve and to show our children and to be proud of their heritage, where they came from, their background.
Putting a county museum together is an incredible task, but all the extra effort is well worth it.
Well, it actually was, but once we began and we let the people know what we did have in mind, then they came forth and says, well, I happen to have a sickle that belonged to my great-grandfather, and I have an old plow that my daddy used, and I have this and that. So people would just call us, and we would just go and get these artifacts, haul them up the stairs, clean them up, and we've just managed to exhibit them. We have a professional person that has really been the backbone of this has been Jane Hogg, and the artist that's done a lot of the art around has been Janie Griffith, an art teacher at Jackson City School. We have a board of directors, and for everyone, even the senior citizens that come in, you know, they will touch and look and remember, and it's just a part of us that we need to keep always, and this is one way of doing this.
Located next door to the site of the new hospital is the Nim Henson Geriatric Center, which was built in 1972 to serve Breathitt and surrounding counties.
We have 122 beds. We are licensed by the state. We have 92 intermediate nursing care beds, 30 skilled nursing care beds. And it is very important to these people here in Breathitt and surrounding counties. A lot of them are unable to stay at home, and the services and nursing care they need, they are unable to get at home. So it's a very important thing for these people.
I like it real well, and they can't be, they're awfully good to me, everybody is. And Ted's a good administrator, and he always answers all my silly questions I ask him, and I really like it.
We have an excellent staff. We have an excellent board of directors, and I would like to say that the people of Breathitt and surrounding counties, our volunteers, have been very, very helpful for us through the years. Our goal has been to restore and rehabilitate the resident, to encourage self-help and desire for living. And we have been able to accomplish our goals because of all the people working together, and it's made the world of difference here for the people in Breathitt and surrounding counties.
The Jackson Times is a weekly newspaper that serves the county.
The Jackson Times is one of Kentucky's better weekly newspapers. We publish two papers here, the Jackson Times and the Beattyville Enterprise. We're very proud of them both. They're the two oldest papers in the Kentucky River Valley. The Beattyville paper is 102 years, and Jackson paper will be 100 years old in 1987. We are very proud of that. I think every day is different here. We have so many irons in the fire and so many places to go and so many things to do, so much to try to cover. We don't think there's anything that happens in the community that's not worthy of printing. We give Lee's College a lot of publicity. We think they're very important to the community. And University of Kentucky at Quicksand, we give Extension Service a lot of publicity because we think these are worthwhile things. We concentrate more on the positive things than we do the negative. I like for the community to look good. I don't mean that we shy away from it if it's something that's bad. We print that too. But I do like to emphasize the positive things in the community.
There's another very popular media form in Breathitt County.
For WEKG AM 810 and WJSN FM 97, we simulcast 7 days a week. We're a country station, 6 a.m. till 3 p.m., and then at 3 o'clock we go pop rock all the way to 11 when we sign off. When people want to know something, they're going to tune us in. Or if they want people to know about them, especially a public service, if it's the Kiwanis blood drive, they come to us and say, hey guys, we need more people. They'll come here and say, we need people to come out and tell them about it. If it's a fundraiser, if it's a church revival, they come to us, and of course we've already programmed it in on our log to serve our public. So I think the people really listen to us to learn more about themselves. Good station, we cover 7 counties. We've got a dedication on Friday nights that we have calls and letters from so many areas that we cannot get all the dedication in just on that pop and rock, that kids want to hear them say, this is to Sally from Bob, I love you so much, and we'll do it for them. Country is as well. It's between playing records, finding what they want, and playing commercials, there's not much time to even answer the phone, but I think the people like us, and most of all, we enjoy the people.
We'll take a look at agriculture in Breathitt County when Kentucky Life comes back.
A history built on service. Pick up your weekly edition of the Jackson Times, and you're sharing in the longest newspaper tradition in the upper Kentucky River Valley, covering and reporting the news of Breathitt County since 1887. Along with its sister newspaper, the Beattyville Enterprise, the Jackson Times is dedicated to helping its readers be better informed, to be better citizens of the community, helping to build a better Breathitt County. The Jackson Times.
Pleasing people means doing more, so Food Fair is doing more for you. Stocking local produce. It's the freshest, helping you find exactly what you need, helping you with every bag of groceries you buy at Food Fair. Fast-friendly service all the way to your car, plus S&H green stamps, double stamps on Sunday. In Jackson, shop Food Fair.
It's the people-pleasing place.
A people-pleasing place. Your nearby Food Fair store.
The people-pleasing place.
A new auto plant near Georgetown is just one indication. Central Kentucky is booming, and the real estate and development firm most experienced in the market is Cornett & Associates. Today, they're the only Georgetown-based company specializing exclusively in commercial and industrial property in this fast-developing region. And their expertise extends to southeastern Kentucky with projects in residential real estate development. Cornett & Associates, a statewide network of offices going where Kentucky's growing. Gene Cornett, broker.
Agricultural products are very common in Breathitt County, and the farming community really works hard together.
Yeah, I think they're real close, and that's one of the good parts about Breathitt County. I think the farmers get along real well, and they're real cooperative, especially in the extension work. They help me, you know, when we have events and help put them on. Then I don't think you'd ask for anybody more cooperative than the Breathitt County farmer.
I've been in the school business too about all my life, but I've always loved to farm.
I raised a few mules and a few Belgian horses and raised some Rocky Mountain horses. I have a small beef operation, cows and calves, and I sell freezer beef right here at the farm, ready to butcher, ready for the freezer. I run about 25 cows, raise my own calves, raise my own corn, raise my own hay. I haven't made much money, but a lot of experience. I love the land.
The main source of farm income in Breathitt County is tobacco. We met two young and positive farmers hoping for success raising fresh market vegetables as an alternate cash crop.
Well, we've got about 12 acres of cucumbers, and we grow them for the Kentucky Mountain Farm Co-op, which is a new co-op started in Lee County just last year, and they market two different kinds of vegetables, peppers, fresh market peppers, and fresh market cucumbers, and that's what we're growing here is cucumbers.
Well, I just tried them last year, and we put out 15 acres, and nobody had never tried the fresh market here, and I guess I went all out, and we had a good season for cucumbers, and they done real good, and we worked hard in them, and it looks like that it's a good area as far as the rain and the soil moisture and everything, and I think they'll work good here.
Jackson is home to the University of Kentucky's Robinson Substation, where learning through experimentation is endless.
This substation was started in 1923 and for the basic purpose of serving the agricultural and educational needs of the people of eastern Kentucky, not just Breathitt County. This is a regional station here. This place has sort of a historical significance for eastern Kentucky since over the years it's been a demonstration and focal point for things agricultural and home economics like in eastern Kentucky. And at the present time, we're basically engaged in extension work. This is an extension center. We have a team of specialists based here in various agricultural fields, agronomy, horticulture, forestry, nutrition, and I guess animal science. And at present, the research program that's going on here is basically in agronomy, which is field crops, and in horticultural crops.
This is the Wood Utilization Center. We're in the Department of Forestry and the College of Agriculture of the University of Kentucky. We're located in Breathitt County, Kentucky. We're in close affiliation with Robinson Forest. Robinson Forest is a 16,000-acre tract of forest timber, typically mountainous, located in 3 counties. The facility right now is currently being used for research, education, product development, and industry assistance. Currently, we have an 8-week summer session going on for the juniors and seniors at the University of Kentucky and the Department of Forestry. This is a required 8 weeks training session before they can graduate with a bachelor's in science and forestry. We have a very unusual laboratory here, whereas the students get to use equipment that would be found in any secondary utilization facility anywhere in the United States. There are very few schools of forestry that have such facilities. We're very fortunate here in Kentucky that we can offer our students such a broad range of practical experiences in their summer camps.
Many of the churches in Breathitt County draw together for the common good of helping those in need, with such organizations as Interfaith, a highly supported church organization, and the Methodist Church Help Center, a center that helps those help themselves and others in need.
It is a facility that was set up about 40 years ago. The minister that was pastor of this church saw the need to try and reach out and help the people of the area and provide well, clothing for people that they could go out, say, if we're dressed, maybe they could pay a quarter for.
Ask about Ecotrin, the one heart specialist recommend, 10 to 1.
Sun can burn the life right out of your hair, so protect it with Flex Sun and Sport. Get sunscreen protection. Get body. Get shine. Flex Sun and Sport. Shampoo, conditioner, and mousse from Revlon.
When information is in the hands of just a few, you're at their mercy. You play by their rules. But we think people should be in control, not machines. So at AT&T, we're working to combine computers and communications so you can get the right information to the right people at the right time. As easy as using the telephone. AT&T, the right choice.
Here's Martha Ray with big news.
Folks, it's official. The big mouth is now the fresh mouth. And here's why. Introducing Super Strength Polident, now with a minty mouthwash ingredient. So it freshens dentures as it cleans them. Look, new Polident Super Strength powers away tough food stains. And now the minty mouthwash ingredient freshens your dentures. So take it from the big mouth. I mean the fresh mouth. Try new Super Strength Polident Green. It freshens as it cleans.
It's 22 minutes before the cage. Look at these guys.
God, they seem very peaceful.
Yes.
They've been fed. They're peaceful now.
When does the rock music start? This morning...